Hello friends, I hope all of you are keeping well. Today we are going to talk about the heat balance of the earth. In previous video we have discussed about solar radiation and insolation. You know, earth receives its energy from the sun and it maintains it's very amazing. It maintains its balance, heat budget. Whatever amount of energy is received by the earth, it is radiated back again towards space. So that is why earth becomes neither too hot nor too cold. It maintains the budget of the heat, right? So let's talk about the incoming solar radiation first. As we have discussed in previous video, incoming solar radiation is short wavelength radiation. So we can call it short wavelength radiation, right? Short wavelength radiation. And when it goes back, terrestrial radiation, that is in the form of long wave radiation. So when we say short wave radiation, we are talking about solar radiation, right? And when we say it is long wave radiation, it means it is going back, so we call it terrestrial radiation, right? Terrestrial radiation. Now let's understand first about short wavelength radiation. You know, you can consider the total amount of heat which is received by the earth or which is coming towards earth as 100 units, right? So you call it 100 units in total. And what happens? Some part of this total amount of energy or heat is not reaching to the surface of the earth, and before that it is scattered in the space itself, right? How does this happen? 6% or you can say 6 units of total 100 units are scattered to space before it reaches the surface of the earth, right? And 27% by clouds, 2% or 2 units by the earth. So in total 27 plus 2 plus 6 comes to 35. So actually remaining 65 units are reaching on the surface of the earth of total solar radiation, right? So I'm writing here plus 65 units are reaching on the surface of the earth. How does this happen? You know, 17 units are absorbed by the earth, right? 34 units through clouds are reaching on the surface of the earth, and 14 units out of this 65, 14 units are absorbed by the atmosphere. So 17 plus 34 plus 14, total is 65. In this manner, earth receives 65 units of the total solar radiation, right? Now we will try to understand how does earth return all the energy. 65 received, 65 returns. And my dear friends, it is given in your NCERT book also. You know, you have 3 books: Fundamentals of Physical Geography, India, Physical Environment, and Practical Work. So this is your book in which this topic is given. This is your book, right? And this is very important topic. Many questions can come. That is why it is very important for me to give you the reference here. In this book on page number 81, this particular topic is given: heat budget of the planet Earth, right? Heat budget of the planet Earth. Now, you see, as I'm saying, 100 units if we consider the total energy. I'm reading it out so you will be, getting very easily what kind of MCQs or 3 markers or 5 markers can be framed from this topic, or objective type questions, or you can say subjective type questions. Consider that the insolation received at the top of the atmosphere is 100%. 100 units we have considered, right? While passing through the atmosphere, some amount of energy is reflected, scattered and absorbed. That is what we have discussed. Some amount of energy is reflected, scattered and absorbed, right? Then only the remaining part reaches the Earth's surface. Remaining part, we have discussed 65 units. So roughly 35 units are reflected back to space even before it reaches on the surface of the Earth. That is what we have understood here. Of these 35 units, 27 units are reflected back from the top of the clouds. We have seen from top of the clouds, these 27 units, right? 2 units from the top of the 27 units from the top of the clouds, 2 units from the snow and ice covered areas of the Earth, 2 units. You know, many glaciers and ice covered areas are there. Antarctica mainly, and no, you can say South Pole and North Pole mainly, right? And the energy which is reflected back in this manner is called albedo of the Earth. This is very, very important thing. Albedo of the Earth, right? So what is albedo of the Earth? The amount of energy which is radiated back to the space before it reaches on the surface of the Earth, right? And then what does this NCERT says? The remaining 65 units are absorbed. That is what we were discussing here. 14 units within the atmosphere. Yes, that is what we have discussed here, right? 51 units by the Earth's surface. I have explained about 51 units earlier. 17 plus 34 comes to 51, right? And as I told you that Earth is not going to keep all this energy with it. It is going to return it back, right? So we'll talk about that. The Earth radiates back this 51% of energy or 51 units in the form of terrestrial radiation. I told you when energy goes back from Earth to space, we call it terrestrial radiation. Now, how does this happen? We are going to talk about this 51, right? Let's see. Of these 51 units, 17 units are radiated to space directly. 17 units are radiated to space from Earth directly, right? You can see I have written 23 here. I'll come back to these 6 also. Sorry, 17 are going here. Then remaining 34, 17 plus 34 we were discussing here. Remaining 34 are absorbed by the atmosphere. 34 are absorbed by the atmosphere. We'll talk about its bifurcation also. 34 units are absorbed by the atmosphere. 6 units are absorbed directly by the atmosphere. As I told you, 6 units are directly absorbed by the atmosphere, which is a part of this one. And 19 units through convection and turbulence. 19 units through, I'm so sorry, this is actually 19. This one 19 and this one is 9, right? So 9 units through convection and turbulence and 19 units through latent heat of condensation. Okay, you know, when condensation takes place, at that time also a lot of energy is or heat is lost, right? So 6 plus 9 plus 19, if you see, 6 plus 9 plus 19 comes to 34. 34 was absorbed, 34 units absorbed by the atmosphere. It is again given back by the atmosphere, right? So it is very simple to understand. Then 48 units by the atmosphere in total. You know how 34 plus these 14. So total comes to 48. 34, this 34, this one, and this 14 comes to 48, right? (48 units absorbed by the atmosphere). Okay, 14 units from insolation and 34 units from terrestrial radiation. These are also radiated back into space. Thus, the total radiation remaining from the earth, returning from the earth, sorry, and atmosphere respectively is 17 plus this 48. This 17 plus this 48 comes to 65, and that is the amount of energy which was received by the earth. So 65 received, 65 returned. In this manner, we call it, this balance is maintained, and this is known as heat budget or heat balance of the earth. That is why earth neither warms up nor cools down despite the huge transfer of energy which takes place in this manner. Okay, and this happens on regular basis. Now we have understood what happens when earth receives energy in the form of short wavelength solar radiation, and what is the bifurcation of those 100 units or 100% of 100% of total energy, and when it is radiated back, how does this happen? Okay, so all these important points we need to understand from this chapter, which is chapter 9, solar radiation, heat balance and temperature, from this book. Okay friends, this one, right? So if any queries there or any question comes to your mind, please write in the comment box. Okay, see you in the next video. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Take good care of yourself.